come around here no more. Don't come around here no more. Whatever you're looking for, hey, don't come around here no more. Give it up, stop.
Ooh, that one turned out good. Okay, hang on. Hang on, guys. Always get stuck in my wedding ring. Okay. So, I'm getting ready. I'm starting to gear up for Christmas, and God, that's a good song, dude. And that's all they say. Don't come around here no more. And that's like pretty much it. Whatever you're looking for. I've got my cross defense on right now. Sometimes I have to put armor over my forehead. You know, sometimes angels have to conceal their wings and do what they have to do. So I kind of operate off the same premise a little bit. With respect to some things, you know. I'd say 80% of me is just a regular human, and 20% of me is just that, I don't know, what would I want to say? Star matter. So in my 1,300 videos plus that are gone, in my documentary, I never smoked really. But now that I'm getting more into the artistic side and making not so much these real life, you know, little miracles going around as some good Samaritan or whatever, I'm getting a lot more into the dialogue that comes into my head between these graffiti angels. I talked to somebody today for about 3 hours. She's worked with Wes Craven, she's worked with Cohen, she's worked with, you know, a bunch of high profile producers and directors, and she's been in the biz for a long time, and she, you know, we connected on the phone really well. She has just enough, that girl's freaking nuts, to, like, you know, jive with my, oh my god, that girl's fucking nuts. So the two of us together, you know, we have two nuts. Balls, I say, balls. Anyway, for those who have been wondering, because some people have asked, yes, I was kind of talking to a guy, and no, we're not talking anymore. But he kind of served as a catalyst for me, because I didn't ever really think through the position on guns and firearms and stuff. And when I very first started corresponding with him, he said, you know, that's kind of one of my things that I can be crotchety about or grumpy about or whatever word he used. And I didn't realize the implications of that. So I have posted some things, and I had there was a 3-part segment that I did on guns and my relationship with this guy, and I pretty much took everybody through the story of how I met this guy and how it ended in about 30 minutes. And I've pulled down the second and third clip, and I've left the first raging, pissed off, slamming the table, saying do not kill for some reason. I try to hide it in my friggin' timeline and or whatever, and it won't go away. God does not want that video deleted for whatever reason right now. Couldn't get rid of it. Worked on it for like 10 minutes. I'm like, what in the hell? So I moved on, and you know, some people are just stupid and they get pissy about it. But I realize that sometimes when things aren't working, it's because God doesn't really necessarily want them to work. Hence this relationship. I was manic all the times that I talked to him, so of course I poured my heart and soul of everything, you know, into the whole deal. And he seemed to be a genuine genuinely nice person. And then, I don't really know why he unfriended me. I know that he did. He was probably offended or whatever, but it led me to believe that this guy has just a major ego. And it doesn't have to come off really, it's almost this passive-aggressive thing. He doesn't even have to come off like, you know, like some big boaster. He did what he did, and it was really sly is what he did. Just kind of pulling the information about myself out of me, processing things and thinking, and then he went so far as to unfriend me on Facebook. And that's what it was that really kind of hurt my feelings. And the reason that I'm making this video about it is because this is what you guys need to learn. This is what my little babes in Christ need to understand. When it comes to rejection, when it comes to things that really, really, really hurt your feelings, don't bury it inside yourself and, you know, you'll end up sticking your head in the sand. Don't explode to the point where you want to hurt yourself or, you know, things are just so bad. What you do is you take whatever feelings you're going through. Like for me, I was angry. I felt rejected. I was pissed. I was kind of bitter. There was a little bit in me that wanted to get back at him. There was part of me that wanted to take a stab at him. And there was a part of me that wanted to say, well, if you're not interested in me, here's all the X, Y, and Z's of why I am not interested in you. And instead of creating these domestic, you know, things that go back and forth between people during breakups or whatever, not even that we were even going out, but whatever, I decided to explore a little bit about what I could do artistically with the whole issue of gun control. And the first thing that I did was I posted Janie's Got a Gun, and I wrote basically my opinion about how my grandma, you know, she could pack if she wanted to, but this, that, and the other. My grandma said she'd use the gun. That's why my grandma never had a gun. Her job was so dangerous. There were times that, I mean, to defend her own life, she could have pulled out a gun and shot that person. And at the end of the post with the Janie's Got a Gun thing, I said, you know, if it came down to me having a gun and Christopher getting beaten up by a group of kids, that I'd shoot them all. And what good would it be for me to live the rest of my life in prison, even if I had the best defense lawyer in the world, for me to have to go through a trial to determine whether or not I should go to, you know, to prison for murdering or manslaughter? You have to kind of weigh the pros and cons and the benefits and the ramifications of what could happen. And I think, to me, in that way, me thinking thoroughly about whether or not I have the capability or propensity to do any of things, all of that, those are the things that should be thought through for somebody that is able to have a gun, if that makes sense. If there's any person on the face of this earth that deserves to have a gun, it's me. But I don't think it would ever end well. Because like my grandma said, I would use it. There's just too many stupid people doing too many stupid things. And I intervene and I guard people and things like that. And I just, for whatever reason, I can't do it with a gun. You know, I can throw fucking knives and darts and, you know, I went, my friend had a bow and arrow one time and we went out and shot some stuff. I mean, I'm a really, really, really good mark. I do really well with it. Yeah, I think it's fun to shoot it, you know, because all you're doing is aiming at something to see if you can shoot it. I mean, I could do that crap at Funland, you know, if I wanted to play around with shooting things. When I have a target, I hit it dead on, whether that be a message I have to deliver or whatever. So anyway, catch me later. Thanks for watching, and remember, wherever you go, there you are.